the reigning, defending,
What are your thoughts on the denial?
I mean, of course. I mean, whoever got caught doping and admitted. Mm-hmm. I think it would have been the first in history. So,
how would you describe what you felt in the ring? Was there anything unusual that you sensed?
I mean, I can't really say that. I knew that it was a tough fight, obviously. I'm a special kind of fighter, so I never fought, and a guy has been that much better than me. I never been overmatched like that, and I've been in there with the best fighters in the world. So, I felt like something was up, but I didn't want to make any excuses or be that guy. At the end of the day. So I put it in Allah's hands, and I said, you know what? He was a better man. He was a better man that night, and I'll go back to the drawing board and figure out, what's next. But it definitely had me questioning, a lot of things. My preparation, my trainers, my team, myself. But that's what a loss will do to you in general.
Now that the allegations are there, and again, we'll need a B sample to prove it conclusively, but how confident are you that things would have gone different if, in fact, he was doping? I
mean, I could sit here and say how things would have went different, but it's a reality. When I want to be on an even playing field, no matter if a guy's better than me or not.
Right.
It's only fair that when we step in that ring, we're equal. And especially, boxing is a brutal sport. We put our lives on the line. I could have, lost my life in that ring, and that's just reality. But I also could have took his life. He could have took my life. That's just that we run that risk when we step in the ring. I understand that. Yep. But when a guy is taking in performance enhancement drugs, it's just it's dangerous. It's dangerous for the guys in the ring.
You know how boxing marketing works. This is only going to drive more interest in a rematch between the two of you. Yeah. How interested are you in getting back in there with him again?
Honestly, I'm not too interested in it. During the build-up, we've seen a lot of interesting things from him. We've seen his character. We've seen the guy cheat. We see the type of person that he is. I don't see myself ever getting back in the ring. But I'm a fighter. I'm speaking. Right now with how I feel, but we never know what the future holds.
Hypothetically, though, what kind of assurances would you need if there was interest in doing this fight?
I don't know. We have to see down the line, but as of right now, it wouldn't be a fight that I would really entertain. Like I said, this guy showed his character. He showed that he would do anything to win, including cheat. Mm-hmm. And that's just reality. A guy that would do anything to win. This is a sport at the end of the day. Boxing is just a sport. We put our lives on the line. So he put my life in jeopardy. So now it's deeper than boxing with me. I don't even want to. I want to take this thing somewhere else now because it's like I said. He could have did some real dangerous things to me that night.
All right, we appreciate you coming by to give us your perspective on things, and best of luck moving forward, Devin.
Yes.
So even though it sounds like in his own words he's, just leaving that 1% chance to it being open, it seems like at this point in time, Devin Haney doesn't want to fight Ryan Garcia, regardless of whether he gets proven innocent or guilty in this whole doping scandal. So obviously, 48 hours ago, it came to light that results from tests taken the day before and the day of the fight, which obviously, need to go to a lab and be looked into by people that know what they're looking at to find out what different substances and compounds are in the fighter's system. These tests returned adverse findings for a compound called ostarine and apparently another compound as well, but I haven't been able to find the name of that. Ryan Garcia, in, multiple tweets and an Instagram video that I'll play for you in a minute, in his own words, has said that he isn't a cheater and that in the coming days, big heavy quotation marks around that one, that the truth around these allegations will come to light.
I came on here to address this bull fucking shit claim that I cheated.
Lies.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I don't cheat. What can I say? Why didn't they come out with this before, the fight? If they found it before, why would they let me step into the ring as a cheater and then come out with the victory and then they post this, Again, these are people that are trying to attack me for whatever reason, but no weapon against me shall prosper. I never taken steroid. I don't even know where to get steroids at the end of the day. I barely, take supplements. They're saying it's coming from the ashwagandha. That's fucking retarded. So, at the end of the day, big lies. I beat his ass. Fuck out of here. Everybody go to Warwick tonight. It's lit.
And I was with this guy every single day. And I never ever saw
Fuck the Haney.
So the three things that he says there, obviously he starts off by saying, I'm not a cheater, which, yet to be proven true on that statement. So you can throw that around all you want, and that seems to be the first thing that people throw around regardless of whether they're innocent or guilty of doping. He then goes on to mention that, if they knew about it, why wouldn't they, stop me from entering the ring as a cheater? Because as I mentioned earlier on in the video, these kind of tests need to go to labs and put under further scrutiny before proper results can be put forward. This happens all the time in fighting. Like, he's acting like this is the first time that, somebody has ever been returned adverse findings a couple of weeks after a fight. This happens consistently. It happened with his former Golden Boy stablemate who's fighting this weekend, Canelo Alvarez. The third thing that he mentions is the fact that he doesn't even know where to get steroids, which you're a professional athlete with, not only just a professional athlete, quite a famous person outside of being a professional athlete. You could quite easily get access to whatever compounds you wanted whenever you wanted to. Like, he's acting like, I don't know where to get them. And it's like, yeah, well, at the end of the day, you might not ever have to know, if you get what I'm saying. Like, if he really wanted that kind of thing, he seems like the kind of guy that would be smart enough to send somebody else to get it, not to purchase it himself or be involved in that kind of process. Everybody made peace with the fact that he came in 3 pounds overweight and Haney accepted the terms to that fight. I'm not sure why he was allowed to remain champion regardless of him. I thought that he lost the title if he lost, but anyway, I suppose it wasn't sanctioned as a title fight for some reason. Like I said, Haney agreed to the terms of the 3 pounds overweight, and that's fine. Everybody made their peace with that. But it's a completely different story when you're talking about somebody taking not one, but potentially 2 compounds and going into the combat sports arena. If you're in a running race or a swimming race or doing shot put and you're taking performance-enhancing drugs, yeah, it's not fair to your competitors. But if you're going into a boxing ring or a UFC ring or anything to do with combat sports and hitting another person and you're taking performance-enhancing drugs, you're a piece of shit. Straight up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, you should be banned from the sport. And a lot of people have gotten their back up about this. Surprisingly enough, one of the main people being Conor McGregor, and I'll read his words here. Cheated the weight and was juiced. Lifetime ban. Sad to see, sad to say. Sad and a bit sick. Don't come near me if I ever see you, Ryan Garcia. I am actually disgusted. This Ostarine, it reminds me of Sean O'Malley was on that as well. I don't like this, but I'll bust yous both up. Do yous want to spar? I will set flights for you right now for you both for a full-on spar each. Hotel Black Forge in the lot. Let's spar O'Malley and hashtag Garcia. 2 little Ostarine heads. I'll ride you both like yous are ostriches. What the fuck is up? What do you think you are at? If I was Haney's dad, you're dead no matter what for doing that. Crazy. What the fuck happened to you, you little fool? You little fool. Get your head together because I gonna smash it in with elbows if you don't. Fair play, Devin. Well done. Your performance has just become even more heroic. Bravo. Get your head together or kill yourself. So some interesting words there. Like I said, a lot of people are getting their back up about this, and some people more than others for absolutely no reason whatsoever. We also saw Ryan Garcia responding to Conor McGregor, I think, in 2 separate occasions, saying that I'll be at the Canelo weigh-in, turn up. Interesting to see if that one happens. But I digress. Like I said, a lot of people are getting involved in this that shouldn't. Javonte Davis has been posting his thoughts consistently, talking about how he hates the Haneys and Clarissa Shields for some reason, going back and forth with Eddie Hearn, accusing Eddie Hearn of being involved in this in some way and, like, you know, doing stuff behind the scenes, putting something into Ryan Garcia's sample. Davis is just the Kanye of boxing. Like, he really, really shouldn't have access to a Twitter account a lot of the time. As evidenced from the start of the video, it seems like regardless of the turnout of this, whether Garcia is proven innocent, guilty, whether he ends up banned or not, I don't think Devin Haney is going to risk stepping back in the ring with him for two reasons. One being that if he did that illegally, like if he came in overweight and was doping and did that to him, why would Devin Haney or his team ever trust Ryan Garcia to do that again? But I think, number two, in the back of his head, he's also saying to himself that if he's proven innocent and the only thing that he had over me was a couple of pounds in weight, and, you know, Devin Haney balloons back up to like 155, 160 on fight night, so they would have relatively been around the same weight. If he did that without any performance-enhancing drugs, what's to say that he couldn't do that again, especially if I'm going to have to fight him at a higher weight class? Once again, if Garcia is proven guilty, piece of shit, should be banned. I'm not saying for life, because other people haven't copped life bans for that stuff, but he should cop a couple of years so that he can actually think about it, wear the repercussions of it. And if he's proven innocent, he's proven innocent. That's just how it pans out. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, especially with the way that he's acting around it. Anyway, I'll be giving some more, probably more extended thoughts in a podcast over the next couple of days. Subscribe on Apple and Spotify. Unanimous decision. I'll speak to you guys soon.